Hello everyone, it is the Paragon back at you with another video. So, just as you can see, obviously we didn't have the best week, but just before we start, I wanted to say I've been having a few requests and I've put a lot of thought into it, but I've now got a new audience name for everyone watching. So now the viewer behind the screen, you're now an official member of the Paragon Squad. So, yes, if you've ever watched a video, if this is your first video, maybe it's your last that you'll ever watch, regardless, you're all lifetime members of the Paragon Squad. So, congratulations. Anyway, into the Super Coach. So, this week we obviously didn't do very well. 1,692. As you know, as I say, if you ever scored a score which has been a previous year, you probably didn't do that well. Again, it is the bias and everything. Probably no one really, or well, not too many people would have scored more than 2025, the current year. Let's see, what did the round 12 team of the week score? They probably scored more. Yeah, 2,218. So they're still a bit in the future. But I mean, they probably loaded up. Like, how many people did they have playing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 9. No, not 19, 19, 20, 21, 22. So yeah, 22 people playing. Yeah, only one person not playing on field. They only captained a 112 though. Still team of the week. I guess just because they had that many people. So makes sense. Anyway, back into my team. So obviously, as I said, didn't do too well. Look, we didn't use any trades last week, so I was expecting this one to probably be our worst. We had, as you'll see, we had to field a Caden Cleary 6. We fielded a Hugo Boxall 40, a Caleb Smith 46. So some not too good ones. I mean, especially the Caden Cleary 6, because we only had 18. I mean, at least he played. It's 6 more points than it would have been otherwise, but pretty unlucky. Like, to be honest, I don't know when he came on. I think he played most of the second half, to be honest. I mean, we can check his time on ground. Let's see. We can check how much time he did spend on ground. So he spent 45% time on ground, and I reckon I checked like 10 or 15 minutes into the third quarter, and he was already on 10. And somehow he not only didn't score more for the rest of the game, he got scaled back down to 6. So I don't know what he did, but it is what it is. He was on 10, probably like 10, 15 minutes into the third quarter, and I was like, oh, he might actually crack, maybe a 25 or a 30 here, and that's not too bad. It's bad, but it's not as bad as it could have been, and this is probably about as bad as it could have been a 6. So anyway, look, we captained to Jack Sinclair 113, and he was looking to go massive at halftime. I think he was on like 85 or 90 or something like that. I was like, yes, like this is like all me. This is my super coach talent, my strategy coming to the fore. And then he just did nothing for the rest of the game. Again, I didn't really watch this game, so I don't know. Did they put someone on him or something? Probably. Or maybe he just played bad for the rest of the game. I'm not sure. But anyway, 113, look, at least it's not like a 70 or something that I captained. Lockie Neal didn't go that well on the Friday, I think is when he played. If I go on this, although this isn't going to tell me. I think it would have been the Thursday night though. Anyway, yeah, going through it, yeah, that's Sinclair. Zorko didn't go well either, which is disappointing. Clark, though, really good. Happy with him. Holmes, 107, was also looking like he was going to go even bigger. Like, I think he was on about 70 at halftime, 75 at halftime, maybe. He was looking like he could go 130, 140, but just the 107. Roberts 91. Look, I mean, in a pretty putrid Sydney team, at least 91 is not the worst. It's not as bad as it could have been. We only need him for this last week against Richmond now. Hopefully Sydney get a win in this game. I mean, they've been terrible recently. Caleb Smith, look, I was expecting him to go a bit better than this, but look, it's actually not too bad. If you don't have him, he's still a decent price to get. So I don't think he's the worst buy if we're being real with each other. Although if you're probably going any rookie this week, you'd definitely be going Angus Clark. I believe his name is from Essendon. I mean, I'm going to get him this week, as we'll see when we go through our trades. But I mean, he's coming off his two high scores here. He's been playing two full games as well. Like, to be honest, I think he's got not like a solidified spot in the team. Like, if he plays bad, he could still get dropped. I think he at least gets another 1 or 2 games, though. I mean, 13 touches, 5 marks. It's not the worst. Not the worst. Yeah, 2 tackles as well. Not too bad. So, I mean, if you're Richmond, I think you just keep playing him. Then, yeah, Neil didn't go well. Dacos didn't. Oh, he went all right, 116, but it is what it is. Petrarca, 88, not the best, you know. Ashcroft, 124. Look, the thing is, he's up and down. He's very up and down. He'll score a 120 or a 130 1 week, and he'll put in an 80 or a 90 the next. That's just what he's like. Besides his 43, Like he actually hasn't been too bad though. Like I'm actually considering maybe we do just hold him for the season. Same as Chera, who I was thinking about trading out. But he's coming off his two high scores of the year. And Chera, 142, 122. Now he just had his bye. And then he's got Essendon, West Coast North, then Port. So maybe we just hold these guys for the year, to be honest. Like, if we're being real, maybe we just do. And then who else played? Well, Clay Hall, so he didn't play, but he's been playing so well in the Waffle recently. Like, I don't understand how he hasn't got a game. Hopefully he comes in this week. He really deserves a game, and it would be good if it's against North, obviously. You know, he could definitely score another 80 here, restart that cash gen. What's his ownership at now? 15%, and it was at 28% in his last game. So nearly half the people have traded him out. Boxall, look, at least the guy played, but break even of 25 isn't even that low. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm assuming, did he get subbed off? Maybe only 58 minutes on ground. I'm not sure. Let me check that one. Boxall. Oh, it's not going to tell me he got subbed on or subbed off, is it? There's no little arrow thing. But I'm assuming, yeah, looking at this, it probably was Boxall. Only 49% time. But I think Philippou got injured early. So I'm assuming Philippou would have been the one that got subbed off. So maybe Boxall played a full game but just only got half the time on the ground. That's crazy. Okay, anyway, whatever. It is what it is. He's probably going to get dropped then. I mean, they got the bye this week, but yeah, Marshall 89. I mean, he was up against Max Gorn, so it wasn't the worst. You know, like you're up against the toughest rock in the competition. It's not the worst. But he actually declined in price this week. And now he's a 183 break even. You are kidding me. Oh my goodness. Maybe we trade him out then. When is Max Gorn's buy? 'Cause, I mean, yeah, so he went down 24k. 159 break even. His buy's probably the next week, isn't it? So, no, it's not. It's around 15. So he's still got another game against Port after that. Hmm. Well, what I could do. Well, he's going to go down in price a lot. But well, what does his upcoming matchups look like? Oh, sure. I haven't really thought about this. English. Oh, you could keep North Richmond's pretty nice. It does have Max Gorn again. Maybe we just keep it a year. I'm not sure. You want to conserve your trades, but I also want Max Gorn in the team. So I'll see. I'll think about it. We don't have to trade this week at least. He'll hold price this week. But yeah. And then who else is there? So who else do we go through? Yeah, so yeah, Marshall didn't play. Boyd obviously didn't play. Smith, yeah, really good from him, 129. I think he's leading the coaches' votes now, so he's going really well. And then Warner, look, he's this type of guy. We know it, you know, very up, very down. Hopefully he just has a good game this week against Richmond, but it is what it is. I mean, all of Sydney play bad. Rankin, yeah, again, in that same game, when your team wins by 90 points and you're playing a forward midfield role, like seriously, he hasn't turned up in 4 weeks now in his last four games. This is a bit of an alarming pick, to be honest. He started off very well. I mean, he looks good in games still. It's just he's not really converting. And only the one goal. Like, again, when your team wins by 90 points, when your team scores like 130, you'd want to score a bit more. You know, that's all I'd say as a premium. 131. Okay, it is what it is. Bolton 100. He's actually looking really good. Like, he genuinely is. North and Essendon now as well. Two good matchups. St Kilda's not the worst matchup either, and they're all at Optus. It's very pleasing. So he's got the bye this week, but definitely hold, I reckon. Cleary, yeah. So 90 break even. Like the reason, okay, I was thinking about trading him out on the weekend. And then when I saw he got subbed, I was like, yeah, I was thinking about it. But I was like, look, if he comes on and then he gets a 30, his break even was like 50. If he comes on and he gets a 30, it's not the worst. So I was like, I'll just hold, you know? But I was like, yeah, I was like, he could just score like a six or something. And he did. So it is what it is. Simpson obviously out for a while. I am horning still McRae and Horn Francis. So my team is going to be a little bit worse than most for right now. But the thing is, like, we need to conserve trades. Like, if you think about it, so I've still got less than half my trades left for the season. I've only got 16. A lot of people are probably lower than me now, I would assume. Probably 15 or less. And we're halfway through the season. We're like exactly halfway through the season. You know, there is 24 rounds in the season. We just finished the 12th round. We are halfway through the season. You can't just ban through all your trades. There's going to be a lot of people that get injured. It always happens every year, you know, towards the back end of the season, the last 6 rounds. And people just cop donuts or have to play people that aren't that good. So I want to conserve. I want to conserve. That's what I'll put a priority on. Especially because now, like, I'm still fielding 18 people now, even though it's well, yeah, it's bias anyway. So it's best 18. So McRae will come back next week. He's got the bye this week anyway, and Horn France will come back the week after, and then we'll have them come back. I mean, it's only really bad if they get re-injured, and then it's like, yeah, probably should have traded. And Dawson 112, he was looking like he was going to score 130, 140 as well, and then just yeah, went a lot worse. People are saying he's going to win the Brownlow, or he's like leading it or something. I don't think he is, in my opinion. I don't know who would be. Bailey Smith is probably up there, to be honest. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm sure there would be other people though that are higher. Like if we just go, who's been good in SuperCoach? Dion Brescia, but that's just one game he's played. I mean, who else would be up there? Probably like an Andrew Brayshaw would be up there for the Brownlow. Who else? Jack Sinclair probably. He's probably not as high, but yeah. I mean, where's Patrick Cripps? He's probably number one anyway. But yeah, who else is up there? Ed Richards would be decently high, I reckon. Zach Merritt always polls decently. I don't know. Anyway, it's not really about the Brownlow, it's about Supercoach. But yeah, that's the team. So I'm thinking of just making the one trade this week, just because Cleary's break even is so high. He's going to leak cash. You know, even if he does well and he gets an 80 here, he's still going to drop. And then I think he's got to buy the following week anyway. So there's obviously one good guy who everyone's looking to trade in this week. So it will be that guy who we go with. Let's just do these subs. So it will be one Angus Clark. So we'll just get him in. He's looking pretty good. And we could do another thing where we go up. We could do another upgrade. Like the thing is we can't really do a rookie upgrade because we don't have any other rookie that's higher than 189k. That's our highest rookie, Matt Carroll right now. So we're gonna have to wait a few weeks. We're gonna have to rely on Clay Hall playing a few more games, hopefully. Gets up to 250k. Hopefully Clark at least. If you got Erasmus a few weeks ago, you'd be happy with that. He's going very well. Got North this week as well, coming off 94. Yeah, you'd be happy with it. But it's like, how did you know? You know, how did you know he was going to be good? But you'd be happy with him now. Negative 16 break even. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't trade him in now, would you? But yeah, he's been good. Coming off 20 touches, not, oh yeah, 20 touches, no, 19 touches, sorry. 7 tackles, pretty good game. So yeah, he should probably get up to 300 plus K. So you've done well if you went and got him. How many people haven't though? It can't have been that many that went with him. It's 23%. That's higher than I thought. Although 15% of those people started him and had to wait. Probably a lot of those people aren't even playing anymore. So it's probably actually a lot lower number that have him. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so I've got 130k in the bank. I think we're just gonna hold that. And then next week, when Matt Roberts is on his bye, let me just double check that. He's on his bye next week, isn't he? Around 14. Yeah, Sydney aren't there. So when Matt Roberts is on his bye, hopefully he holds price, 88 break even. That's what he's been going recently. Say he holds price. Then we'll be able to go Roberts and we'll be able to sub, say like Sheasel back. And we will trade in Zach Butters for hopefully he's got a 180 break even, 197 break even. So he should hopefully go down another 30 or 40k. He's projected to go down 40k. I mean, to be honest, if he still has like 160 break even for the following week, I'll probably just not even trade him in then. I'll probably just keep waiting. But yeah, so we might just go Zach Butters next week, depending on that. Or the other guy. I was gonna say Whitfield, but Whitfield hasn't had his buy yet, so there's no real point going him yet. But the people I still want to finish on my team, I think there's 4 premiums that I want to get in. So obviously these are going to be some luxury trades we'll do now because we do have 22 premiums in the team. So I mean, yeah, we've got a best 22 every week of premiums when the buys finish and these two come back from injury. Horn Francis and McRae. So the 4 guys is yeah, Butters, Bontempelli, Gawn, and Whitfield. I think are the 4 that I would want. There are some other really good guys like Brayshaw I would love to have. I just can't really see myself being able to squeeze him in though. McCluggage is really good. Who else is there? I mean, there's other people I'm sure as well. Nick Martin's in amazing form right now. But yeah, we'll probably just get Butters next week. Or maybe Bont, depending on... Oh no, he'd be priced too high. unless he unless he got like a 60 or something. But if he got a 60 anyway, we'd probably just wait for his price to come down. So either way, I think we're gonna wait on him. And yeah, I'd love to get a Gorn in, but it just doesn't really work to do him now when Marshall when Gorn still has a buy. So yeah, that just doesn't really work out. So it'll be Roberts to Butters probably next week. Get him in. And then yeah, so for the other three guys I mentioned, Bont, Gorn, and Whitfield. So well, I'll just show you guys what a full strength team looks like. And actually, I was gonna say we can't put Rosie back right now. Why do we only have five premium defenders? Well, we've got too many premiums somewhere. We got three defender rookies. Oh, we're gonna have to sort that out by the time the buys is done. Doesn't really matter for right now. I think it'll be fine by the time the buys is done because we'll have luxury traded people out. But yeah, basically we'll have 22 premiums on ground. So yeah, so the team this week should look a bit stronger. We'll have more premiums on field. So it's those guys aren't playing. Yeah, I think it's just this Iron Cherry, of course. And let's put these guys on ground as well. I don't know if Mac Harrell holds a spot, but hopefully he does. So say we've got Zorko home. Well, let's just count the premiums we've got this week first. So one, two, three. We'll count Roberts. Was no one anyone that's not a rookie, we're gonna count as a premium for this. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 premiums, and we just need one rookie to play. Wait, I think I counted Bolton there, didn't I? I think that's so 16. Let me do that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 16, because I counted Bolton. Okay, so 16 premiums, so we need two rookies to play. Hopefully it should be Clark and Smith. These two should play. If not, hopefully Hall gets a game. I mean, it's not going to be Simpson. We know that. It's definitely not going to be Simpson. I mean, it could be Huswaite, to be honest. Hawthorn has just been that bad recently. But I just don't know who would come out for him because Hawthorn's mids actually didn't do that bad stats-wise last week. Although, I'm not necessarily so sure impact-wise on the game because just kind of getting cut out in the middle a lot. Like, Collingwood's midfielders also did really well against us. But, like, who would you drop from Hawthorn's mids? Like, Ward had 26, so you're probably not going to drop him. Nash had 25, Warple 21. So yeah, Nukem 18. Like 18's not that many, I guess, for a full-time mid, but like he's arguably the best player. So you're probably not going to drop him. I mean, I think to be honest, I'd probably drop Nick Watson. He hasn't been that good recently. I think Scrimshaw as well is probably one I would consider dropping. I mean, Sicily hasn't been that good recently, but he's a captain, so you're not going to drop him. And maybe Morrison and McGuinness. I mean, I think you need to swing the axe, to be honest. I think enough is enough. I think you need to cut maybe three or four players this week from Hawthorn. And hopefully Husway comes in because he has been good in the VFL. But look, we'll see. You don't know how these things are going to play out. Okay, regardless, so we are on the right round, aren't we? Because the last round was round 12, and now we're on round 13. So captaincy wise, so Zorko has Adelaide. Probably not going to go there with the form Adelaide are in and at Adelaide Oval. Holmes, not going to go him against Gold Coast. Roberts against Richmond is a good matchup. Not going to go him. Carroll won't go. Smith won't go. Neil against Adelaide, no. Dacos against Melbourne. He does actually like playing against Melbourne, as you can see from his last game when he scored 186. Although the time before that, I'm pretty sure he pulled a Brownlow vote in this game. 2024, round 13. I think I remember this game. Somehow he managed to pull a Brownlow. Let me check him. 2024, round 13. I could be mistaken. I think he got subbed out at like the at three-quarter time, and he still pulled a Brownlow vote. Let's check. 2024, 13. Yeah, he did. He pulled a Brownlow vote, even though he only had 15 touches and four tackles, and he got subbed out at like three-quarter time. I remember he got injured. Collingwood lost. No, they won. Okay, they won. But he had 15 touches and still pulled a Brownlow vote to kick a goal. But he did not, it was not one of the best three players on ground. That just shows how corrupt the Brownlow medal is. That he got a Brownlow vote in that game. But yeah, it is what it is. And Yeah, so Petrarca, no. Yeah, so maybe Dacos. Rosie, probably not against GWS. Could get a tag. Sheasel against West Coast, probably not. Wash against Adelaide, no. Chera against Essendon is a good matchup, but probably not. Yeah, Cherry against West Coast. This is the one you're loading up on. I mean, everyone's going to go with him. So, very safe captaincy option, you would think. So, yeah, happy to do that. Smith against Gold Coast is a not well. Gold Coast is a hard matchup, but yeah, and it's a June HBA, but Smith has just been in amazing form recently. Warner against Richmond. Yeah, Smith is averaging 120. That's crazy. Baslenka. Uh, so Chad Warner against Richmond is a good matchup, but he's just too inconsistent. Same as Rankin, too inconsistent, out of form as well, Supercoach wise at least. Bolton against he's got the bye. Daniel against West Coast is a good matchup. And Dawson against Brisbane. So yeah, okay, I'm probably gonna go Cherry into Dacos. And look, I'm pretty comfortable Cherry would get it done. Like he's going up against Matt Flynn. Like Rowan Marshall put up 190 against Matt Flynn, or 180 against Matt Flynn. Max Gawn put up 200 against Matt Flynn. So I'm hoping Cherry can do something similar. A 200 score would be pretty nice. That's why I think I probably do want to put the vice captain on Cherry and then have someone after him be the fallback captaincy. And then loop wise will be easy to loop because we'll just use anyone on a buy. Like yeah, Sinclair and Clark will be fine on field. Or just, yeah, Marshall, Boyd. Yeah, can just put the captaincy on Boyd if Cherry goes well. So that's pretty much all there is to it. So yeah, so like I said, I want those four luxury upgrades, which I'll get in. And yeah, I'll probably take out Roberts for that and then three more guys who are underperforming for that. Probably Daniel, maybe I mean Bolton's not underperforming, but he's a bit inconsistent. Although he's not too bad for a 23rd guy, if we're being real, just because he's got that really high ceiling. Maybe Warner. So that's two more, and then one more person who we would take out. I actually do like Cher and Wash, so I might actually just keep them if we're being honest. And then I'm not sure. It might be like a McRae down the line or something. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. But what's like a Whitfield priced at? Because he should come down a decentish amount. 132 break even. So yeah, he did score that 116. That 82 still in his price cycle. You'd have to wait till his buy, so around 16, and then you'd look at him. But I think we could potentially target him around there. I mean, he's projected to only be 540k then, which is pretty cheap. Pretty cheap to get him. You know, if I could do him for someone, then that would be pretty good. So yeah, I think I'd take that. And then we just have to do one more upgrade. One more rookie upgrade. That'll probably take three trades though, whoever we do it with. And so we're probably going to need, yeah, three guys. So Clark, probably Smith if he can just get up in price for us. What's his break even? Negative 26, that's good. It came down because that like 11 went out of his price cycle this week. So if it's Clark, Smith, and Hall, say they each get up to 250k, we could make that work. We could. We get to, yeah, we get up to like 500k with that. That would be fine. I'd be fine doing that. There's people available at 500k. Like Nazire is now. I mean, we're not going to be able to do it this week, obviously, but maybe in 4 or 5 weeks, we could get that to work. But yeah, Nazire is a good price if you want it. I think not too bad. Not too bad. So yeah, up to you if you wanted to do that. The 63 is out of its price cycle now. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got though, I think. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.